Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to another episode of On a Mission with Mission Pro Wrestling. I'm Emily May, and I also have with me Baines Destroy, who is
The boss. The boss is
here.
back because nobody wanted it, nobody requested it, and I just want to give you all what you don't want, which is a big fat dose of me, baby. Yeah.
All right, Boss Baines. Well, thank you for stepping in tonight and being my co-host.
You are so welcome.
You're welcome. So we'll be announcing it soon, but we will be having another new co-host for On a Mission, and so I'm very excited to announce that soon. Sorry, Boss Baines.
Won't be as good as me. Won't be as good as me.
True.
Hands down, just second banana, second fiddle, second to me, baby. No.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone in the chat. Nation's Corner. Brian is in the chat. We have Mark's in New Mexico, front row. Yeah, I mean, I know we were kind of talking about this like about an hour and a half ago. We heard the horribly sad news about Jay Briscoe. May he rest in peace, and we're sending tons of good thoughts and to his family and friends and everyone in the wrestling community. We'll probably talk about it a little bit more on Thursday. As we get into some of the wrestling news, as we learn more about this, but I really couldn't start the show without really acknowledging that. So
yeah, we're in a difficult position here, having to talk about some very unfortunate news that affects pretty much the entire wrestling industry because somehow in some way everybody knew the Briscoes, everybody knew Mark and Jay. And it is a tragedy immeasurable that Jay was taken as young as he is. He's only 38 years old. He still had a lot of life in him and a bright future ahead of him, even beyond all the accolades that he already had. There was just so much more that he had to accomplish and so many more people that he could help in the wrestling business. And his loss will be felt for an incredibly long time to come.
Yeah, I mean, that's beautifully said, Boss Baines. I mean, it's definitely very raw right now, and we'll see lots of posts and Tony Khan posted and ROH posted, and there's tons of outpouring of love, and so that's all we could do right now, and just send as much love and positive support to their family right now.
Yeah.
So we are going to be having a special guest tonight. We will be having Claudia on, and she is one of the tag teams debuting at Mission Pro Wrestling on February 11th for Kickstart My Heart. And if you guys haven't gotten tickets, or if you guys can watch it, on Title Match Network. It's going to be. I'm excited to kind of pick Claudia's brain because I want to know all about her history in this industry. She's been in the industry for a long time and around the Texas scene, and so I'm excited to hear about her journey.
I remember meeting Claudia way back when in California, and must have been 2011 maybe. So she's has a lot of years in this industry. So I'm interested in talking to her about her time in cumulative in this business.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely get some insights from her. And, real quick before we dive into chatting with our special guest, I wanted to remind everyone that we do, again, sponsorships are available for Kickstart My Heart. You could sponsor the full show, wrestlers, referees, the matches themselves. There you go. The broadcast team. And some of them already posted already. The Alejandra and Tiffany Nieves match is sponsored by Queen's podcast, and that's amazing. And so we have so many amazing podcasts or small businesses.
Who's sponsoring the main event?
There's no sponsor yet. So you guys need to get a sponsor.
There is no sponsor yet for the main event.
For the main
Are they
event, yeah.
scared? I think people are scared that we're going to cause trouble because that's what we do. We cause trouble, but that's okay. Don't be afraid. Just open your wallets and sponsor us, baby. JP Harlow, Joey Hader, come on. The three boys, the three amigos.
All right, Boss Baines. Well, sponsorship is open for the main event, so you want to get those requests in before Boss Baines scares you with that look over there. All right. Well, thank you, Boss Baines, for that. But I want to get our special guest in here. I think it's important to chat with her and learn all about her journey. And so I am so excited to introduce Claudia.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hi. Good evening. How are you?
I am so excited to be on here and introduce myself before. I am on the long-awaited show I've been anticipating to be on forever since I came back. I'm excited, actually. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just really, really excited about it.
No, it's good that you're excited. It's good that you're excited.
Yeah. We want you to be excited because you are coming to Mission Pro Wrestling. You are tag teaming with Shiva Queen, and talk about this exciting moment and why this is important for you.
So when I took 5 years, a hiatus, I had stopped for a while and I really didn't have the anticipation to come back. But I just kind of had that itch. It was something that I notably, and I know in my heart that I didn't finish out the way I wanted to. There was a few things going on and I just returned. A year, roughly less than a year, Shiva came back too. And she was like, hey, we just connected all over again. We talked about some great news of, our lives changing, things that we had going up. And it's just not part of hey, we're growing up. It's the industry has indubitably changed completely. And that was a whole nother subject on top of everything. So any booking that we took, we knew that there was going to be a higher bar to set. It was a principle that we had to do and had to make that mark. And this was just one of those things that we've been wanting to do individually. And we had tampered with the idea of getting back together with previously being on RCW in San Antonio. Love those guys. We did great work with them too. Intergender matches as well as, female matches, which is really, really cool. But the fact that we're older, wiser, better, stronger, bigger, and more dominating than we were when we were, if you want to say pull the whole old card, back when we were kids, compared to just the same age as some of these young ladies as well. It's you know what? I can outdo that. I want to be, and the part about this is that we're not holding back our characters and ourselves. This time we can be completely what we are and what we want to be. We can be dominating, fierce, strong style, very versatile. And that's what a lot of people underestimate us as, is because we're bigger, we have more power, but it's just something that we've been holding back because it's stay in your place. You're the lovely heel and lady. It's no, we're brutally beautiful. So we're going to take pleasure in doing that this, coming show.
That's a really great insight that you're coming back after a hiatus. You mentioned this journey and that the industry has changed. What have you seen the biggest change happen in the last 5 years especially for women in the industry?
To relate to it, I want to say that the things that I had in my mind and what I wanted to do and it have been coming out since I came back. So that means more intergender matches, more taking responsibility inside the ring, not do the basic outline. We're adding more to the sequence. The athleticism is a lot more rough cut, which is awesome because not only is just the industry competing against other athletes and athleticism such as the UFC and combat sports, we are implementing those things into wrestling because we are still keeping, and everybody knows the kayfabe. But if you're that honest to true, down hardcore wrestling fan, you're going to know what's up. And at the end of the day, it's about who's more athletic and who's going to get pushed. That's what I've expected. That's what I've seen. And God, I mean, these girls have really lived up to it. I love it. Just about every girl that I've entered the ring with that has been new has completely fulfilled my expectations mentally, physically, and I'm proud to actually be a part of it right now. I know it's not going to last forever. Let's get that, but God, I'm just so happy and excited for them, and I get to go out almost the way that I wanted to because that's what I wanted when I was younger. And of course, I didn't get as much as that as I wanted to because it was, oh, let's just keep it basic. Let's keep it this way. And yeah, I made money off of it. Yeah, I made the social and the media and the tidbits and the merch from it, but I didn't get what was fulfilled. And that's the reason also why, like, I switched. I love being a face. It's great to hoo-ha. But after a while, I was like, this is not exactly me. I am not fulfilled. So now it's my turn to give the beat down.
Is that why you enjoy working with younger talent? Is you get to be in the driver's seat, you get to be in control and lay the boots and all that?
Sorta. I won't lie. Sorta. But the cool part about it is that you let them fly around. He's like, oh, yeah, you do that work. I'll stay right here. And then I'm going to hit you with this. And then we're going to take it home. I've honestly liked more strong style than anything. And I've had to be more technical in most matches. And I really like that. I've always wanted to do more high flying and intergender. I'm able to do that because, yes, I am like 170 to 200 pounds in my range that I've been wrestling. And I've always had to have somebody that had that strength to carry or push forth. And then I had to do my own. But I'm back to that set to where I really liked the control. And I mean, if I could produce matches, I would be actually more just as happy, if not in the ring and looking outside the ring, because the way I see matches is a combat form. And I like pushing that to the limit. And if I have girls that are able to do that and understand that, then it actually makes it better for us because it's not anticipated. Some things and all things are never, ever going to go our way in this world. And that's also our matches. So we have to be on our toes no matter what. No matter what.
So speaking of being on your toes, you both are facing Gigi Ray and Lady Bird, who in comparison are a few years in. And
they're young.
They're young. They're still learning. So what's your strategy heading into this?
So in APW down south, I've been in a three-way match with Lady Bird and Gigi Ray before. So this kind of gives me an edge. Exactly. And it's one of those things where I know one's going to be doing a backflip pretty soon on me. So I'm going to move as fast as possible. And I know Gigi's going to go for that blockbuster. And what I got to do is push somebody or maybe her partner in the way. So it's cunning. It's swift. It's awesome. But then, like I said, sometimes these girls are still smaller and still little. I know that, been there. And strong style is always going to win over that all the time.
I like that confidence. So Brian, I have to address this because Brian is asking in the chat, what is your tag name?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Oh, Brian is asking, what is your tag name?
Oh, it's the same thing that we always had, vicious and delicious. We're not gonna move from that at all. It's vicious and delicious.
I'll drink
an absolutely beautiful name that we've picked out years ago. So, and we still got it. It's just one of those things where it's like a lot of people, and we get a lot of compliments like on how we look, how we are, our mentality. I mean, we're just young at heart. And I mean, I know everybody's going to be like, oh, but you're older in this. And I was like, geez, I am not in my 50s, sir. Yeah, watch it there.
You could be vicious. You're like, I'm going to be vicious if you keep it up.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So no, I'm absolutely looking forward to it because these girls are really great girls. But at the end of the day, it's going to be all about athleticism and power. And that's something that we've worked on for all of our career. We're gonna definitely show Mission Pro that we're able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I know everyone in the chat and all the Mission Pro fans are looking forward to it. I mean, who else have you been keeping your eye on at Mission Pro? We have Bougie Reality, the tag team champions. We have Genocide, our Mission Pro champion, and a lot of other Mission Pro main roster members that have been around Texas. I'm sure you've seen. So, is there anyone specifically that you have your eye on?
Man, the rotation of the girls and the women are so awesome. I love it. And it's Mission Pro is one of those places where I can see women of somebody from here, somebody from there, and we're going to put them together because nobody has seen that. You know, that's the awesome part about Mission Pro. When I see like who I want to pick, it's like, wait, hold on, let's do that match. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, well, this match. But if we do this and we create that and we come up with this, it's like, ooh, let's switch it up and make another line. You know, it's pretty hard to tell. But as far as tag teams, I have gone against Rochelle Chanel for a very long time in our years when she started as well. But the Renegades is somebody, and individually or tag team, that is making their way, and it's something like, hey, hold on, let me repeat myself. We're history. So let's find out what y'all are. That's in my mind. That's what I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't get to touch y'all. I didn't get to have this match. And that's something that would be awesome as a tag team to have. It's almost like heel versus heel or strength versus agility. You know, both girls are up to size, which are awesome. They got great power. Love their individual matches. They really are very outstanding. So I look forward to that, if anything. But we're going to make our debut here with two little young ladies, and we'll see how that goes from there.
So you're invested in tag team wrestling. You're looking to the future. You're maybe looking at those tag team belts.
That would be awesome. That would be amazing. I feel like that's already there. It's set in stone. It's without a date. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be it's reality. It's gonna be there. I'm gonna bring it to you in reality.
All right. Well, sometimes you have to say it out loud. You have to, put it out into the universe.
Exactly. But not at this hour because my fiance is asleep. So we're going to keep that quiet.
We'll keep reality. Keep it quiet. Ron is saying, I can't go against Lady Bird and her guacamole. That's a whole thing. Lady Bird and I made some guacamole. She's a legendary guacamole maker. So who knows? What? She might bring that. She might bring that to February 11th. Who knows?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Claudia, okay. What is your legendary dish that you make?
Gosh. Okay. I know my fiance loves for me to make breakfast bake. He likes that. In the mornings, breakfast bake, eggs, all the vegetables inside, turkey sausage, boom, goes right into the oven. And we have breakfast for like every morning. And it has no bread, so it's basically like keto. So it's more healthier for us. Yeah, that's his thing for, I guess, what I can make the best. I mean, anything else that I say that I'm awesome on, he's like, my mom's better. So I don't know.
Where'd you learn how to make that?
Actually, from his mom.
That's some pressure to make the dish that his mom makes.
But you know what? I liked it so much, so I had to do it myself. I was like, ooh, I like this. So he's like, yeah, let's do this. Let's make it. I preferably, I like making lasagna, and I put like vegetables and spinach in there and more ricotta cheese, and everybody loves more meat. So it's just like super, super thick compared to like, Stouffer's or something from a box where there's like nothing in it. But that's what my dad says. My dad loves my lasagna. So I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
Lasagna, the bigger the better.
That's classic.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. From two Italians, we're like, we could get down with the lasagna.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to go back to, you talked about your power and your strength. And I saw that you had a connection with the Women's Arena Football League and the Houston Oilers. So I wanted to hear about your history there and how that all happened.
Okay, so before there was a whole big thing of social media and there was still Facebook, you had to get your name out there. WWE was wanting athletes from different outlooks and different outlets of other athleticism and talents. And I love to play sports in general. Like after a while, I just go out there. I like playing sports no matter what it was. And something that I really was looking forward to was something like soccer. Well, a friend brought me one day to like Craigslist and was like, "Hey, they're auditioning for like football players." And I'm like, "Well, I never played football, but well, what's going on?" So I go there, and God, I wish I can stand up and like totally do this, but I'm in my PJs. I'm sorry, people. I love y'all, but I'm in my PJs and I'm chilling, and I'm not going to stand up.
You're good.
But I'll do the facial expression. So I'm going in, just a regular gear attire and everything like that. And of course, my dog comes here because he thinks I'm going to play with him. And I bring in my stuff, and here's my application. And they're like, "Oh, a wrestler. That's awesome. What kind of wrestling?" And I was like, "Well, performance." And they're like, "Oh," so I don't know if it clicked or anything. And then they put you in a room or an arena, and you're joining all the girls. Well, while you're joining all the girls and you're putting your stuff at the table, I'm like looking at all the girls, and I'm not looking at them like this or like this. I'm looking at them like, "Hey, what's up?" Like, holy, I was like, wow. And some of these girls were like from rugby. Some of these girls were like from, God, they were awesome. And then you had the models. Then you had the girls that were like me in the mix of like, "Hey, we got to put something down the resume. We got to get this." No, those girls were pretty and dainty. Some of them did not make it. Men, but like a few that were really pretty and gorgeous. The other ones, I was like, "So, what's for dinner? What's going on? Where are we going? Are we all training?" I mean, they were huge. It was really cool. I always to this day think about that, and I love them. And some of them are on my Facebook, and they still support me with wrestling. Some of them have been out to shows. Now they have children and babies, and they still rep their, football team, Cowboys, and and here I am with Texans, and yeah, so it's just good times, good people. Like that was a great memory that I had from them. The league for Houston Lady Oilers did not last. There was a lot of things that went on with lawyers, things setting in. People didn't want to come, didn't even go. Then ESPN, we made it all the way to Louisiana for our team, and bus broke down. Like it was, I mean, God bless everybody, but it was almost like a nightmare. And then getting paid was even worse. It was like, wait a minute. I have like more than 5,000 fans that are going to tell me like, "Hey, let's get this, da 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 da." And all I have to tell them is make a complaint and post you. And, so yeah, it was just horrible getting all of our money and our gear. And it was just, I almost wish I would have went with another, place besides it, that league. And it was still fun because I got to meet the girls. But yeah, I mean, it was totally cool because I got to learn about football, and then I actually became more of a fan and appreciated football for what it was. And then when we met people that played, and I was like, and again, it wasn't the girls, it was the guys. I was like, whoa. So it was just cool. It was cool. We met like all some Atlanta Falcons, a lot of the guys from Louisiana, and the Saints and everything. So it was really cool because they had like their parties, and we were doing our promoting. It was awesome. I wouldn't give it up. Yeah.
That's amazing. I mean, that's great that you found like a deeper love for the sport. I think that's a big lesson there.
Yeah. Appreciation's always good. It humbles you.
Yeah. So I wanted because I heard that you have a very cute puppy.
I love him.
I wanted to quickly move on to our fun little segment called Mission Pro Pets.
I love this. I love this to death. It's like, no, we're not going to ask her anymore. We're going to pay attention. Okay, fun fact. I decided, I just wanted to put my dog online. I wanted to make a reel of him. Well, I put this reel on, and within like a matter of 2 days, he gets almost like more than 1,000 likes and all this stuff. And
I'm
mom's
telling you,
sitting
that's
here
the
with
way
like,
to go.
not, yeah, I was all like, whoa, I should have added my name. She's like, tag mom here. She likes you too, you know. It was awesome.
So do you
Let
want to
me get
introduce?
you. Yes, in fact, he's already up. There we are. There we go. There's the lovin'. There's the lovin'.
So this is Ghost.
Yes. So funny story I tell everybody is, you know, everybody thinks Game of Thrones. I didn't realize that, yes, his former owners, when he was a puppy, wanted Game of Thrones. I was thinking, oh my God, Patrick Swayze, Ghost. I was so wrong.
See, and that's what I was thinking too. I was like, oh, Patrick Swayze. Okay, cool.
I was like, yeah, that showed my age right there. Like, how? But here's my baby. Outside? Oh, you wanted, yeah? One more. Oh, good boy.
Oh.
So
I love how
he's
ready to go outside.
He is my bunny. Yeah, yeah.
Well, it was nice to meet Ghost. We love welcoming pets on the show because, you know, our cats show up all the time.
Oh, I know. And they're awesome. They're amazing. They're amazing. Love them. But yeah, I can't give up my baby. So he's there. He ain't going anywhere.
I know, animals, they're the best.
This whole time, I really thought you were going to ask me like what favorite dinosaur like I had in mind, like if I were to like be one or something. Completely different.
Well, which dinosaur would you want to be if you could be one? You already asked it.
I've always liked the Stegosaurus, but I always felt I was like a Triceratops. You know?
Ooh, yeah. So you have like a Stegosaurus heart, but like the exterior of a T-Rex.
I just thought they were really cool, but yeah, let's go with that.
I was like trying to find deeper meaning to it. I'm definitely a Brontosaurus because I feel like I'm big and awkward and, you know, just kind of going about my day.
I'm like an ankylosaur because I'm real low and I like to club things.
Oh, see, okay, we could go with that.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right. So anyone out there listening, we need a cool graphic with all three dinosaurs with all three of our heads on it. So
I would do that completely.
Someone like that has amazing graphic design skills. Someone needs to do that. Sometimes it happens if I ask. Sometimes it happens.
It's true. It's true.
So I know you have gone all over Texas, have wrestled for some amazing promotions. So talk about, I have to know what your favorite road trip snack is.
Oh. What do I have as road trip snacks? What do I do? I don't really have like a snack. One place I have to go like after every show has to be a Whataburger. I mean, like, okay. And you know what? It's funny. Every person that I've ever invited, like, come down to Texas and we've showed them around and stuff, Whataburger.
Really? Okay. Well, it's either Buc-ee's or Whataburger. Those are like the two that you have to bring people.
Yeah.
And what's your order of Whataburger?
The number one, no condiments, no sauce stuff, none of that, nothing. But I'll leave it that way, just as is. Or like I used to be, I think, okay, so when I met my fiance, he introduced me to cheese. I never liked cheese before then.
Okay.
So that was about like 6 years ago. So now I like cheese on stuff, but it's crazy. And then I started eating stuff inside my hamburger too, because before that, I refused to touch anything that's touched my hamburger. I was like that fat kid that eats everything, but still doesn't want that lettuce touching my hamburger. That was me.
I can jive with that. Yeah, I don't want everything together sometimes. Sometimes separate is better, and then you'll eat it all eventually. Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. I don't like mushy, like sometimes burgers get mushy lettuce or warm lettuce. I don't like that.
Hot lettuce.
That's gross. Like hot lettuce is just not a thing.
Okay. So question.
Oh, a question for us.
Oh, yeah. What is the best burger joint that you feel is good without being Whataburger?
I mean, I think I know what we're all gonna say. Both of us are gonna say.
You're gonna have to say it, right?
What is it?
It's gotta be In-N-Out
It
Burger.
has to be In-N-Out Burger.
Gotta be.
We're done. We're done. We're completely done with this.
Just like that. Just like that.
I knew that. I knew it was gonna cause trouble.
Yeah,
I knew it was gonna cause trouble.
Okay. When I was in California, In-N-Out was great. It wasn't a problem. In-N-Out in Texas, I don't know if it's just different vendors.
It's the water.
I'm with you there.
It's different vendors of the water or something. I don't like it.
I only eat it in California. Only when I'm there. I don't eat it when I'm in Texas. I only eat it when I'm in California.
Yeah, see, I can't do it. It's just it. And then for paying for that much, and you get like this little bitty thing of like meat. I was like, what happened to the rest of my meal? What?
I get it. I can kind of see your point, but we definitely are In-N-Out all the way.
Okay, and then every restaurant wants to say it's secret sauce. Yeah. Stop lying. It is 1,000 Island. I don't care.
It's not a secret sauce. We all know how to make it. JD is wishing you good luck in your tag match on February 11th.
Yes. Thank you, JD.
Yeah. So everyone in the chat, I want to know, In-N-Out, what a burger.
Oh my God. We know how this is going to go. Why are you even asking the question?
I know the answer, but I have to know. Okay, so we are I have one thing that I'm going to put up because Brian put out a survey on Twitter. So Brian, I'm calling it out here. Because he put out, which newcomer to Mission Pro Wrestling are you most looking forward to seeing debut? And we tagged everyone. Cio Nieves, Ultraviolet, Vicky Dreamboat,
Vicky,
Claudia,
I love Vicky.
And Shiva. And you guys got 19%. That was a tough competition. It was a tough poll. But I think
this is easy.
Oh my, we're going to get blocked.
She's right.
Wait, no. Partly it's because we're already from Texas and those newcomers are all new. I have no problem with that. And I love Vicky. She knows I love Vicky. We totally vibed.
Okay.
We were at
I was
Customs,
like, is there going to be some heat in the locker room now with you and like other people like Vicky and see how you're going to find them at a corner? I'm going to have to security. I need security.
Oh, they're awesome. I love them. Yeah. So.
I know.
I met Vicky when we were doing customs, and for some odd reason, we were like, I thought we had a custom together. We only had one, but we were like so vibing off of each other's like spirit and energy. We went in there and we just made a random match just to like chain wrestle. And it was like, yes, like it was awesome. We vibed. It was yeah. I don't want to say it's love, but she's awesome. We're cool.
I love it. A lot of people are excited to see Vicky. I know we have a lot of debuts this time around, so we're all very excited. We chatted with Cio last week, so if you guys didn't catch it, you can catch this On a Mission episode with her on our YouTube channel, and you can learn all about her debut as well. People are saying it just turned into Mission Pro After Dark because of that moment right now. Now you have more motivation to get people to like you by showing up. So there's a lot of debuts. There's a lot of up and comers, especially young ladies that are 20, 21, even younger, starting to train. What's some advice you would want to give them if either they're coming to Mission Pro Wrestling or just in general as they're starting their journey on the independent scene?
Do your research. Do your research. And move. Whatever you do, move. I don't want to say I never had the chance to move. It was one of those things that I didn't want to move. And it was aside from the fact that I'm a mother, it's the simple fact that I didn't realize that I could have gone and experienced more things with moving around. And there was a lot of benefits to that for wrestling, and there's a lot of pros to that as far as staying here and being a mom and experience life here. So long story short, I at the time was in a relationship that I feel that no matter what was always like, oh, okay, you can't do that, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. And as soon as I cut that off and I got so tired of that bullshit, I went ahead and took all the bookings everywhere, anywhere, did not matter. Just because somebody else wasn't able to get booked over here, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not playing that. I am experiencing life, and that's what I want. I wanted this as my life, and I had a lot of fun doing it. You know, I will tell my daughter the same thing. She is doing so well in her softball, and I tell her, you know, if you want to go ahead and, you know, play softball for a game instead of come out and see me, or, you know, let's go here, let's go there. I see more of a benefit of getting to have her do what she wants to do and fulfill that, because later in life, I am learning now, like, you're not able to do some of those things. So when it comes to entering in this field, do all of your research, because when you jump from one school to another, some charge, and that is an investment, and you're investing in yourself. And you cannot skip out the education of educating yourself about these things. It's going to be a lot of talk, and you've got to have a lot of strong will in here, because girls, guys, and everybody will talk the talk, but when you see their performance, that's where it's going to be actions speak louder than words. Absolutely.
I love that. I mean, that's so important to remember. Thank you for sharing that advice. We can't wait to see Vicious and Delicious on February 11th for Kickstart My Heart. I appreciate you staying up a little bit later to chat with us and for our Mission Pro fans to get to know you. Is there something you would like to say to Gigi and to Ladybird?
No.
All right, she's going to let action speak louder than words.
Bring it. Bring it.
All right.
Man. This is gonna be so awesome, because gosh, I don't know whether to be like, I'm gonna beat your face. My name for boots to your face is the reason why I do this. But I'll be nice.
Well, you can't be too nice. No, Boss Baines knows that too well. Well, thank you, Claudia, so much. I hope you have a great evening, and we will see you in a few weeks at Kickstart My Heart.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all have an awesome night.
Thank you, Claudia. You too. Oh my goodness. Claudia, our special guest, the one half of Vicious and Delicious, who will be debuting. It is a great name. Will be debuting on February 11th at Kickstart My Heart. Yeah, Front Row says, thank you, Claudia. Can't wait to see you live in San Antonio on 2/11. Yeah, if you guys have not gotten your tickets, go to missionprowrestling.com, or eventbrite.com is probably the easiest. You can type in Mission Pro Wrestling, go to our profile, and you can buy tickets for the February 11th show. It's our special Valentine's Day show, so who knows what heartbreak will happen.
If I'm there, all the hearts are going to be
all the heartbreak, all the heartbreak.
Let's face it.
All of it could be all the love as well. So, yeah, remember, you could also watch us on Title Match Network. And remember, Thursday, we have another episode of Mission Pro Unmatched, where we will be looking at another past episode and show of Mission Pro Wrestling, and we will be sharing what those 2 matches are, so you guys can watch them ahead of time and talk about them with us. And I'm so excited for that. So we'll be going live at 9 p.m. on Thursday. We had such a huge debut episode. So if you want to rewatch it, you can go to Mission Pro Wrestling's YouTube channel and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you know when we go live, because we're going to have more episodes, we're going to have more hosts, and more fun content you don't want to miss. So Baines, Boss Baines, where can people follow you? And yeah.
You can follow me on all social media at Baines Destroy. And while you're at it, go look for the Hollywood Dream Breakers on Facebook. That's That's my other team other than with the boys at Mission Pro. I'm taking over the whole scene, baby. LA is just taking everything over. It's going to be great. I love it.
All right.
I'm having a great time.
All right. Thank you, Boss Baines. And everyone, you can follow Mission Pro Wrestling on all social platforms. You can follow me at Emily May Heller on all social platforms as well. Thank you so much for watching On a Mission. We appreciate it. And we'll see you next week with another special guest. Have a great night, everyone.